This is your Big East Year in Review. I'm Al Keck. The 2010-2011 Big East athletic season has reached the finish line. But before we store it away in the archives, we need to take a look back at some of the great moments and student athletes that gave us such a thrilling season. Who can forget the march to history for UConn Huskies basketball on both sides of the locker room? No team was better in men's hoops than Connecticut. The Huskies won 5 games in 5 days to win the Big East tournament. Then they rode that momentum to capture the national championship, their third since 1999. Head coach Jim Calhoun became only the 5th coach to win at least 3 national championships. Also worth mentioning is an unprecedented 11 men's teams reaching the NCAA championship. The women of UConn won 90 straight games between 2008 and 2010 to go down in the record books as the longest winning streak in all of college basketball, and they made their 4th straight Final Four appearance. Maya Moore became one of the most decorated players ever in college hoops, winning 5 awards. To top off her season, she was also the #1 pick in the WNBA draft. Staying on the court, Notre Dame's women's basketball team also had an outstanding season. The Irish made the Final Four for a 3rd time in school history, and along the way, they beat Tennessee for the first time ever and knocked off fellow Big East foe Connecticut en route to the national championship game. It was a remarkable season for Irish head coach Muffet McGraw, who just recently was inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. 9 women's Big East basketball teams made it to the big dance as well. The women's teams went 9-0 in the first round and tied an NCAA record with 19 wins as a conference in the NCAA tournament and had 2 teams in the Final Four. The Irish earned the Women's Soccer National Championship, knocking out previously undefeated Stanford. This is the 3rd soccer championship for Notre Dame. Louisville's men's soccer team took an undefeated record to its first ever College Cup, but was edged out by Akron in the championship game. This was the best Cardinal finish ever in men's soccer. Matt Hughes brought a title to Louisville at the Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Hughes earned back-to-back titles in the steeplechase, recording a personal best and stadium best time in the process. Speaking of back-to-back championships, congrats to the Villanova women's cross-country team. The Wildcats placed 2 runners in the top 10. Leading the way, Sheila Reed. She capped off an amazing comeback from hip surgery to win her first NCAA individual championship. But she was just getting started. In the spring, she helped the Wildcats distance medley relay team win at the indoor championships. Then, in the outdoor track and field championships, she won the 5,000 and 1,500 meter championships. In lacrosse, Villanova's Brian Karalunas brought home the hardware as he won the Honda Award, the Lowe's Senior Class Award, as well as being named a Capital One Academic All-American. And as of right now, the Big East is up to 14 Academic All-Americans and counting for the 2010-2011 school year. And among all those champions, we also remind you that the Big East won 4 of the 6 bowl games they participated in following the 2010 college football season. Pittsburgh beat Kentucky in the BBVA Compass Bowl, USF over Clemson in the Meineke Car Care Bowl, Syracuse edged out Kansas State in the first ever Pinstripe Bowl, and Louisville returned to a bowl game in their first year under new head coach Charlie Strong, defeating Southern Miss at 31-28. The Big East has the 2nd best postseason record of any bowl subdivision conference during the BCS era. Stay connected. When the Big East athletes start lining up again in the fall, the place to be is right here. BigEast.TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Al Keck.